Georgia Blackman because she is my Aunt Georgia. She's the person that I go to for sage advice and wisdom. There are so many contributions that she makes to our community. When you think of her name, you think of community. She is very involved in the political landscape of our community. Whenever you enter her store, she always engages you in what's going on in our community politically. She encourages you to get involved in our community and hold you accountable for what you do and don't do politically for our community. She also has a focus on our children. She has a nonprofit, which is the Mother Wit Foundation, which she focuses on youth. Youth is one of her biggest compassion, I should say. She instills in our youth that they can be greater than who they think they are or whom other people think that they are. I think she deserved the award because she is a proven staple in our community. She has longevity here in Pensacola. She serves a lot of our churches. She is the only Black-owned bookstore in Pensacola.
Well, I know her from 55 years of marriage to him, and because you don't learn everything about it in a short period of time, because the way she does things, she keeps things to herself until such time she's ready to reveal them to you. Well, actually, she's always been in this setting, retail sales, because she worked at McCrae's as a salesperson for around 20 years, and because she worked in some of the better clothes, the higher line clothes, and so and plus McCrae's had a school that they sent them to every year, and to improve their salesmanship, so she learned a lot from McCrae's. And because she worked for a place in the mall called Judy Leslie a few years, and then because she started off working for Carmen Daniels downtown back during the segregated era, and she actually went there as a cleaning person, and because Miss Daniel took a liking to her and taught her how to sell, so that was her first experience, in sales,
Okay. And how has she transferred that experience into making her business survive these last 20 years?
Well, with all that information and experience that she got, and because in working at McCrae's, they got, started downsizing, started bringing people in, younger people, who they could pay less money, and she could see the handwriting on the wall, so she went out and started her bookstore. That was something she wanted to do anyway. She had a friend that was doing it, and through that she just learned, and through the experience it already had, she was able to learn and start her own business bit by bit. She'd pick up on something else she wanted to sell, and and then she would go from there to make that work. And just a lot of trial and error too, so. And as a result of what she learned from the places that she had worked before, and as a result of what she learned once she was on her own, because she had to make that work for herself, it wasn't like what they want. Because a lot of times they want something different from what they actually need. So you got, it's a psychological type thing. You got to observe people, and find the things that they actually want, and then of course you have to give them what they need if they demand that. So she was able to use that method to create what she has created, and as a result, she's been successful. There have been times when it wasn't as good, but then she was always able to pick up on something else to compensate for the loss. She was able to pick up on something else. That has always been one of her methods. She was mentioning to me, the next thing I know, she's doing that. So she's deserving of an award simply because she's not very selfish. She will help anybody. Anybody walk in the store and say they want to do this or do that, she will help put them on the right trail as much as she can, And that's one of the things I think that makes her deserving of such as this because of the fact that she would help anybody that's trying to do something for themselves, you know. And especially young people. She loved young people. She would help any young person to come in and ask, you know, Miss Blackman, how, you know, well, let me tell you this, baby. So then she'd say, then she'd give them, you know, information that she had, you know, to help them. That's her thing, you know. Well, the one thing that that I'd like to tell her, just keep on doing what you're doing, even though sometimes I might not agree with you, but it seems as though you're always right in the end. So I have to adore you, being with you as long as I have. You know, I have nothing but love for you.